So although it appeared Prabhupada was in a disease condition, he was non-affected by the disease because he was engaged. You look at him lying on the, he was lying on the bed translating at the time of his disappearance. Let's see if I have, here it is. What does this look like to you? Look at that. Prabhupada weighs 30 kilos only at this time. A person in this state would be in a coma, doctors say. If Prabhupada wasn't in a coma, what's he doing? That's a dictaphone. Yeah. And this is Pradyumna reading the Sanskrit and Prabhupada giving the translation while he's leaving his body. Now you tell me that Prabhupada's an ordinary person. This proves he's a Akshaktavish avatar. He's diseased. He's on the verge of leaving his body, but he's engaged 24 hours in Krishna service. He's unaffected. This proves his true identity right here. We got a picture of it. You can't deny it. We can't do that. I don't think there's any guru in ISKCON that can do this. Weigh 30 kilos and translate with a clear mind. And ordinarily, every doctor said when they see this, they said he should be in a coma. Unconscious. The devotees, a pure devotee, Saktavasartar, he's never unconscious. He's always conscious of Krishna. So this picture alone explains Prabhupada's actual position in this world. So in fact, however, he's neither suffering nor diseased. Otherwise, he could not be engaged 24 hours a day in spiritual activities. The example may be given in this connection. Prabhupada gives an example that sometimes dirty foam or garbage is seen floating on the water of the Ganges. This is called Niradharma, or a function of the water. But one who goes to the Ganges does not mind the foam and dirty things floating in the water. With his hand, he pushes away such nasty things, bathes in the Ganges, and gains the beneficial results. Therefore, one who is situated in the spiritual status of life is unaffected by foam and garbage. Boy, that's advancement. Or any superficial dirty things. This is confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami. Quote, a person acting in the service of Krishna with his body, mind, and words is a liberated person even within the material world, unquote. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Therefore, one is forbidden to regard the guru as an ordinary human being. Gurushu Naramatir, Naraki Sa. The spiritual master or acharya is always situated in the spiritual status of life. Birth, death, old age, and disease do not affect him. According to the Hari Bhakta Vilas, therefore, after the disappearance of an acharya, his body is never burnt to ashes, for it is a spiritual body. The spiritual body is always unaffected by material conditions. That comes from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto, chapter 4, verse 20. So, now you can understand that Prabhupada wasn't suffering at all. Although it appeared to our material eyes that he was diseased, but he wasn't diseased. I mean, look at Krishna. When Krishna left the planet, he got shot in the heel with an arrow. That can kill the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Creator of the entire universe? No. It was his time to leave the planet. So Krishna deliberately left as an ordinary person to delude the atheists into thinking he's an ordinary person. Similarly, Prabhupada finished his mission. He came to the West, left his books, came back to India, left his legacy here in India with these temples. His mission was completed. He did more than what Bhaktisiddhanta told him to do. 10 times more. No, actually Prabhupada said 100 times. Said, I've done 100 times more than my Guru Maharaj. Now who can say that? Only a Shaktabhashavatar can say that he's done more than his Guru. That's a heavy statement. But Prabhupada said it, and he said he had double the energy of his Guru Maharaj. Well, that we know. Prabhupada was never called a 75-year-old old man. Even in the Karmis called him a 75-year-old young man, if you read the newspaper articles. So we have to distinguish between Acharya, spiritual master, and disciple. That has to be. They're not all one. They're one and different simultaneously. Achinta Veda Veda Tattva. Yes. Microphone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
This question has been going around my head for a long time now, and I just feel so free to ask it today. So I hope you won't mind my asking.
No, go ahead.
In the current scheme of things, gurus nowadays are appointed by the GBC. Do we consider this rubber stamping?
Well, Prabhupada, I have my original sannyas lecture. And Prabhupada said, when you take sannyas, that doesn't mean you are sannyas. So in the beginning, it is rubber stamp. But then you have to prove your sannyas by following the sannyasi rules. You have to prove it. So becoming a guru, at first it is a rubber stamp. First of all, you're elected, which Prabhupada says only Krishna can elect a acharya or guru. We don't follow the system of popism. Do you know popism? And to elect the pope, they get all these gay cardinals together, and they find out amongst the gays who's the best gay. And then they have the smoke that arises, and millions of people are waiting outside looking for the black smoke or the white smoke. And that's how they choose a pope, by smoke. Well, that's not the Vaishnava system. You know, you have to prove. With Prabhupada, he proved he was the acharya, not by rubber stamp, by following his Guru Maharaj.